What is up, team? Chuck with Traders War Room, and I'm back at you with another video. Listen, this is your Friday market wrap up, and man, did we have a fire week this week, all right? Now listen, we took a couple of duds towards the end of the week, but you know what? We're looking strong for next week, and any successful trader out there will tell you that losing is part of the game, okay? If you got a trader out there and he's saying he got a 100% win rate, man, you need to run as fast as you can because they're a damn liar, all right? Now listen, it's all about lessons learned and making you better and more successful in the long run. And right now, if you hit the description tab, you're gonna find a bunch of tools and tidbits right there to make you a more successful trader. The end goal is always to be better prepared today than we were yesterday, and we're doing that in spades here at TWR. Now, if that sounds good and you're ready to rock with us, all I got to say is follow me and let's go to war. Traders War Room wants to remind the viewer that all the content on this channel is for entertainment and education purposes only. You're responsible for every decision you make. Have fun, be cautious, but always go to war. You know how we rock it here, man. We got the TWR Buzz Report. Let's talk about what's hot and what's not in the stock market. All right, we're looking at the U.S. markets. Dow's up, NASDAQ and S&P down, 10-year bond yield about the same. Let's go into some market movers. We see PHUN and DWAC, man, those big Trump movers, okay? We see some Snap, that took a dive. Let's look into some news, what we got. All right, that China troubled property behemoth, they avert default. U.S. stock options and traders see smooth sailing as Fed loan taper looms. All right, we got the Wall Street tech giants have earnings next week. We're going into Walmart corporate workers about to return to offices next month. That's big news right there. And we got the U.S. budget deficit in September, smallest since January 2020. Now, I want to go back into that option story right now. So let's talk about that a little bit. I'm going to leave this here so you can pause and read it on your own. But basically, this is a story about the sentiment towards options has not declined, okay? So a lot of movement on options still going. And this federal loan should ease a little bit of the difference in the particular equities trading as far as the option players like to play. Now, let's go into sector performance. And you know how I like to do it, okay? I don't like to look at 1 day. We got to look at 5 days. And when we look at the 5 days, we see that consumer discretionary, real estate, and healthcare are up. So consumer staple, energy, and materials will be on our radar for next week. And right here, we're looking at orders filled by Fidelity, okay? Remember, Fidelity is just one of the big ones. DWAC lead the way as we're talking about orders filled. So definitely paying attention. Now let's go ahead and get into some alerts review and see what we pushed out today and how we did today in the market. All right, so let's talk about some of the trades we did. Man, killer on Facebook today, Roblox and Ford. Big plays that we got out early in the morning, okay? Disney and our PayPal play, those didn't pan out very well, man. They just didn't roll the right direction. ANTM, we did good on that one. We got another Disney play open for next week, though. We got TLRY next week. We got this STX play next week. We got another one on Macy's. We got a put on Macy's. I don't think it's going to do so good. McDonald's looks to be strong next week. We got Square. We got a good idea on Square for next week. We also are in the Johnson & Johnson again next week, man, and XOM for that energy play. And we're looking at Apple for next week. And listen, guys, the alerts just go on and on and on. So let's take a look and see what you kind of get on the TWR server. And here's what you get with the TWR server, man. We got tons of free stuff, man. We got alerts, we got watch lists, we got daily updates, things of that nature. We even got some free analysts that are out there doing a great thing for a great service. But really, you make your money in this premium service, man. Look at all these real-time alert analysts that are just pushing information out all the time. You got your own private lounge to chill, and then you got real-time alerts and news feeds coming at you all day long. And man, it's just a lot of information. And then we got a training and resource, one-on-one mentoring and learning center. A true one-stop shop for all traders, man. There is something for everybody on this particular platform. Now, let's quit marketing this thing and let's talk about some stocks. So let's dig into some stocks and some charts and see what we got cracking for next week. All right, man, listen, you guys already know that I like Disney, okay? And Disney broke my heart today, man. We got underneath 168 today, and I didn't think that was possible. I thought I was going to shoot back up, but man, it closed pretty weak. But you know what, man? Look at this. Disney's one of those type of stocks that just can't keep that down. And so I just got a feeling that Disney's going to come back up next week. It was up the week prior. It was down this week. I think next week it goes back up. So I feel bullish on it. And I'm thinking we're going to see that was 173 going on to 175 next week on its way to an eventual 180. Now, I don't know what happened with PayPal, okay? They came out with that deal with Snap, or that they were going to buy, Pinterest, that they were going to buy Pinterest, and Pinterest skyrocketed and PayPal went down. Might have been because they were talking about buying Pinterest at $70 a share. So, of course, a lot of the equity that comes out of PayPal would go into that growth particular section. So a lot of people probably get nervous about that and sold out, man. But I didn't think it was going to tank like this. But I am bullish on this next week. I think we see a rise. I don't know if we can come back up to that 255 area quite yet on like a Monday or Tuesday, but I think we're going to start seeing some reversal and start seeing some upward momentum from this low that we're at currently. Now, Johnson & Johnson, you broke my heart today, man. I thought you were going to take off and skyrocket, but you didn't. But that's okay, because what I'm looking at is some hardcore consolidation, okay? I see a big uptick, a little bit of cool down, and then you didn't close too terribly today, and I definitely think that we're going to see you go past that 164 area next week, and I think we're going to start seeing you tick back up, going on and on and on, okay? So I don't think we're at the top blue line yet, but we're definitely approaching an uptrend from here, in my opinion. All right, XOM, man. XOM, look at that chart. Been on a steady incline from a long consolidation period, and I like what I'm seeing, okay? I definitely think it cooled down a little bit, but I think that we're going to start peaking above that top blue line coming in the next week before the next cool down, okay? So I'm definitely bullish on XM. That's why one of the plays that we have is for a call option next week, but I'm looking to get out of this because I do think it's going to jump up, and then we're going to start seeing a definite sell-off, and we're going to see it come down a little bit for a cool down period. Square, you know I love me some Square, man, and I'm liking what I'm seeing on this chart, okay? I do think that we're going to get above 264 next week, and I think that we even have a chance to probably get that 271 area. I think that we can do it, okay? If there's enough volume and enough price action, and I think people want Square to succeed, I think we start ticking up, okay? Because it had a nice little cool down, and we still haven't gotten to those previous highs before, so I think there's some room to grow in here. And I'm looking at the money flow on the sub chart, and I like where the money flow is pointing, man. It's pointing up, and I like that money flow and volume. That's a winner to me. All right, Macy's, man. Macy's, look at that big, long, green candlestick right there, okay? You know what that says to me? That says too much, too quick. Now, definitely the analysts are bullish on Macy's, and they see like something like a $40, $45 price tag. I don't see it yet, okay? It needs a cool down period. And that big, long green line that just points straight up, that is too much, too quick, and I see this coming down, which is why we put a put on this, and I think we're going to be successful with this next week. I think it jumps a little bit at the bell, but ultimately people are going to cash in and take their money, and then you're going to start seeing some sell-off. So I am bearish on Macy's next week, but I'm definitely liking Macy's long-term for some future growth, because I think their online booking with the brick and mortar and going into the online services, I think they're right there for the pickings and definitely are on the right direction. And McDonald's, man. I think McDonald's is going to do pretty good next week, okay? McDonald's has a lot of points that interest me, okay? There's a lot of purple points where it hits a lot of different intra levels inside the top level of resistance with the blue and the bottom level red of support, okay? So I do like this going into next week. I think that we're going to hit that 241 area, possibly the 242 area, and I think we're going to do pretty good with our call option next week. So McDonald's, I'm bullish on you. Don't let me down. And Old Faithful, Apple, man, don't let me down. We got a nice little tight consolidation area here, and I do think we see it break 150 next week. So definitely bullish on some Apple, and you all know me. I love me some Apple. And listen, I tell you guys all the time, okay, you're only as strong as the team that you go to war with, man. And here at Traders War Room, not only is our direct family that is in our server, and we're rocking it hard, and man, we're going to battle every day, but we got a market coalition out there. And I want to share a couple servers with you that I post in as well. You probably see me posting over there, but if you haven't, you need to check them out as well. Show love at TWR, but we also got to show love to our brothers in arms so that we can keep this market coalition cracking and always kick down the doors and go attack, conquer, and destroy that enemy that's the stock market. First up, my boy Brendan, man, over at Dedicated Investors. Hey, man, Brendan and I, we're rocking it hard, and he got a couple guys over there, Crazy Machete, man. We're doing our things every single day, putting out good content, man. So I hope you rock with me at TWR, but I also hope you check him out and get some great learning potential over there on that server as well. And I'm sure you know who this guy is, man. I don't need to introduce him. He has tons of followers on YouTube and everything, and they have given me a home over there on the Chris Sane Discord, okay? So big shout out to Chris Sane. You probably see me over there, Chuck Fu, trading, killing it, and doing our thing over there. But also, remember, don't forget about home. All right, team. Hey, that's the video. I appreciate you guys being with us for the journey. And listen, man, at TWR, we look at the stock market like it's a war zone, okay? Stocks and sectors, those are our battles. We do it together as a team. We are truly creating a shared learning and growing environment of like-minded investors, man. And we're out there doing great things in a bunch of different servers, and we're changing people's lives, okay? And we're doing that all because of everyone just like you that are chiming in, getting out there, connecting, growing, and sharing together. Now listen, all I got to say to you is if you're ready to rock it, then go ahead, hop on one of the social media platforms, and if you're ready, follow me, and let's go to war.